Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am making this as an informational video to go over some of the basics for our season prior to our parent meeting, which is going to be on January 29th at 6:30 p.m. I will post a link to that on our Remind app, so make sure that you join that if you haven't already. I hope to answer any questions in this that you might have and go over all of the important information that you need. So first up is a Meet the Coaches. I am Alexa Jones. I am the head coach for Sangamon Valley Middle School Volleyball. Prior to coaching at SV, I coached at Argenta, and I also have some experience coaching club volleyball. I am the assistant coach at the high school, and I coach both 7th and 8th grade at Sangamon Valley. Then we have Coach Jump. This is Coach Jump's second year as well. She coaches 6th grade, and she will help with 7th grade as well. One of Coach Jump's duties is to take care of the parent sign-out sheet after 8th grade games. So you will find her after 8th grade games to sign out your athletes. And then from time to time, we will have high school volleyball players who come to help. Their role is to help with drills and basic skills at practice. So from time to time, we will have some high school players coming in as well. All right, first I want to jump into our practice requirements. The COVID waiver, all athletes need to turn in the COVID waiver to me prior to being able to participate in practice. Those were available prior to our first open gym in November, and they've also been available in the office. So I need to have those turned in to me, and if an athlete turned in one during our open gym in November, I don't need another one. Next up, we have the concussion form. This can be found in the middle school office, and again, I need one of these before an athlete can participate. And a sports physical. This is really important. All athletes need to have an updated sports physical in order to be allowed to practice and play in games. Sports physicals do expire after a year, so please check with the middle school office if you think your athlete needs one. All right, next I'm going to jump into practice expectations, and then I will go into our calendar. Players need to show up at least 15 minutes before practice starts in order to get the nets put up and the balls put away. It is a team effort to get everything put away at the end of practice, so I will try to release girls so they have enough time to get that all put away before they come out to you. No one leaves the gym until all equipment is put away. Game expectations for home games. All athletes need to be in the gym at 4:45, ready to play on days where there is a home game. We will have 6th grade scrimmages before home games. The time for those is still up in the air. It'll be roughly between 5 and 5:15 p.m. for 6th grade scrimmages. Parents are invited to these as well. Athletes will be required to put the net up and take the net down after 8th grade games, and all team members are required to stay until the end of the 8th grade game. That is 6th through 8th graders all need to stay until the end of the 8th grade game to support their team. They should also sit as a team when they aren't playing. And I will go over all this information as well with my athletes. For away games, the 7th and 8th grade teams are required to go to all away games, and that applies to any 6th grader who plays on the 7th grade team as well. They must stay until the end of the 8th grade game, and then athletes must be signed out by a parent or a guardian at the end of the 8th grade game. For 8th grade night, currently, 8th grade night will be celebrated on February 18th versus Holy Family, and we will recognize all 8th grade athletes who play volleyball at this time. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our calendar so we can take a look at this. So we do have our first open gym this Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m., and then next week we have tryouts the 26th and practice through the 29th from 3:30 to 5:30. And then this is what our season schedule looks like. Again, these calendars were available in the middle school office, and you can see our bus schedules and what time games starts as well. Right now, it's looking like we are going to have regionals on March 6th for 7th graders, and then after that for the Saturday after that for 8th graders. So there will likely be some practices thrown in from March 3rd to March 6th, and then the following week if we do have regionals. So I will keep you updated on the status of that. All right, next is something I'm really excited to talk about, which is our after-school study hall. Students will be allowed to stay after school for a study hall from 1:40 to 3 p.m. This is just a way for me to make sure that none of you have to worry about getting your student a ride back to the middle school. This will just hopefully alleviate that stress a little bit. So either myself or Carl Spath, who's the boys basketball coach, will be there to supervise. Students will be in a room. The room is to be determined. It will either be a classroom or a computer lab during that time. And this will hopefully help with students not having to worry about getting a ride back to school after the school day ends at 1:40. And that's just how it is right now. That could change. But that's how we're going to do things. So students should bring something to work on, something to read during that time so that they stay busy and quiet, because I will be working during that time as well. So last but not least is our t-shirt order form. I'm going to go ahead and get that pulled up. Now we do ask that every player purchase a t-shirt, either long sleeve or short sleeve, for their team shirt. That way they just look uniform on game day. Usually we wear those with jeans or with leggings. Order forms for the shirts are due by January 29th. The order forms are available in the high school office as well, and I'll have these for the girls at our first open gym and practices next week. I hope to have the shirts by the second week of February, so hopefully by our second game. And the shirts are also a fundraiser for the program, so feel free to purchase one for yourself or sell one to grandma and grandpa so that we can raise a little bit of money for the program as well. But that is all that I've got for you today. Thank you so much for listening. As always, please email me if you have any questions. My email is ajones@sangamonvalley.org, or you can send me a message on Remind. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.